Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hey, it's Mike. Today's show is brought to you by Encore Insurance Services, LLC. For a free life insurance quote, just visit smartterm.com or call 866-347-5748 and find out how much you could be saving on life insurance. Again, that's 866-347-5748 or smartterm.com.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Doctors, nothing but doctors.
I said doctor.
Talking to doctors makes me so sad. Yeah, so talking to the boys before the show, and I feel so good. I feel so much better. And then they come back and tell me, well, you have to take this drug for just a little bit longer. And it's frustrating because you feel good. And as well, so if I never have to speak to another physician again, I will be a very happy man.
I know.
But,
you know how I knew you were feeling better is when we first clicked on today. You said, I'm fine, but I'm pissed off.
Yeah, because they said, well, you need to take your medication. And so I will take the medication. And so anyway, I will tell you something. With all the protests and with Ferguson and with Staten Island and with everything that's been in the news, we've discussed it a little bit, but not a lot. And there has been an awful lot in the media about race relations in this country. There is an individual that I am proud to call a friend. His name is Patton Oswalt. You've heard Patton on the show. One of the most brilliant stand-up comedians working today, and a man who is far smarter than anybody in this room, and a guy that actually really, really knows how to write a mean blog.
Yes.
And Patton sometimes really nails it. He's had viral blogs which have been so good that everybody's paid attention to it. And Patton occasionally will articulate things in such a much better way than I ever could that I think it's important to share. This is one of those times, and I hope I'm not out of school by stealing this from Patton's blog, but I had to share this because I think it really articulates the way I kind of feel about what a certain segment of our population might be going through right now. And I think if you pay really close attention to this and you can take yourself out of your own frame of reference, this might make a little sense to you, because it does to me, because I've always understood race relations in this way. And maybe I was raised to do it, but let me share this. Patton went to a place, Rob, I don't know if you've ever been there, called the Autry Museum.
I've read
in
about
Los
it.
Angeles.
I've read about it, but I've never been.
Pop Culture Museum.
I think it's actually it comes from the Gene Autry estate.
Yeah.
He was tremendously not wealthy, not just as an actor, but as an investor, and he was a recording artist, and he owned the Angels.
Wow.
And so
He
Gene
collected
Autry had
a lot of
money.
stuff, apparently.
He did, yes.
Right now, they've got an exhibit about Route 66. I'm reading right from Patton's blog. So Patton went to the Autry Museum, and he wrote this. Right now, they've got an exhibit about Route 66, the road and the romance, Burma shave billboards, maps, menus, and the actual uncut scroll for Jack Kerouac's On the Road. And he talks about the fact that it's soaked in Benzedrine and beer. He said you feel the amphetamine lift off the subsequent come down just being near it. But he talks about that. They've also got a copy of the spring 1956 edition of the Negro Green Traveler's Book. I should say the Negro Traveler's Green Book. These were road guides for African Americans looking to take a drive out west on Route 66. White Americans could pack up their car, turn on the radio, and go, go, go. Black Americans could do the same after they made sure they had a copy of this essential little guidebook, a book they had to carry which showed them where they could pull over and eat or rest or just go to the bathroom without threat of violence or death. The Negro Traveler's Green Book was published until the summer of 1964. That's when the last edition came out. He says, let's do the simple math. Let's say you're 18 years old and black in 1964 America. There's satellites buzzing overhead, television and vaccines and supersonic jet travel, and the Beatles and Dylan. Somewhere in Baltimore, a teenage John Waters was shooting his first short film. Dr. Strangelove and Goldfinger are showing in movie theaters. And yet you and your parents still need to carry a magic book, like some relic out of a dark German fairy tale, if you dare to explore this amazing country full of advanced technology, cutting-edge ideas, and progressive social engineering. Because out there, among the jet engines and early computers and modern highways, there are restaurants and hotels and simple drinking fountains. And should you even begin to approach them, The white faces of this advanced civilization will suddenly bare their teeth and descend on you. Now let's do some more math, and this is the last of the math I'll ask you to do. But an 18-year-old in 1964 would be 68 years old today. 68. With our modern medicine and advanced knowledge about nutrition and physical health, that's a spry mind walking around, and a spry mind that remembers when that same mind was a rebellious, questioning, very aware 18 and remembers the little green book of safety their parents had to carry. A mind that remembers the absolute mind-F disparity of a modern society that still published guidebooks for a specific color of person within that society so they could wander safely, and then imagine, or empathize, or whatever it's called for in this case, reaching the age of 62 and seeing Barack Obama elected president. And the few seconds of hope and joy you feel are poisoned by some millionaire pundit casually belching, well, racism is over in America. Can you imagine someone else, someone who never for a moment lived any of the mind effery that you grew up with, setting the time limit on your processing of such mind effery? This is not a screed against white people, or worse, one of those sickening, I sympathize and totally understand exactly what African Americans go through bromides by a pudgy, pasty, comfortable white blogger, of which I am one of the pudgiest, pastiest, most comfortable, and whitest. And what's frustrating about this is he goes on and on about it, and it just speaks to the fact that this is 50 years ago.
Yeah.
50 years ago, you had a
Just
guidebook. You had a guidebook that people, and I think maybe when you see that, it actually explains how some people might feel about it. It really, to me, is something that Patton is a guy that takes a lot of time to write these things, and I think he pays a lot of attention to what he writes. And it's amazing to me when you think that a guidebook like this in 1964, last year it was published, was floating around out there. Really, really amazing stuff when you actually think about it, and it's really something that caused me to pause and think about it, and think about the Negro Traveler's Green Book, which is really, it's stunning to me. It really is. It's something that everybody ought to think about, and he writes that it's simply a moment of attempted sympathy and understanding after being smacked in the face by an evil, terrifying little booklet that is only 50 years in our past. And if the psychic toll of the reality of that single booklet can be imagined by someone like me, what are the effects of the hundreds and thousands of other still remembered indignities, insults, and injustices that I can't? So I thought that's a little fuel for thought today that maybe would start us thinking and thinking about the world around us.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it is. So it is. 50 years is just, it's yesterday.
People forget.
They do. They really,
a
really
guidebook.
do.
Yeah.
A guidebook telling you where to go, what bathrooms you could use, what restaurants you could use. And I think when people realize, you hear that term by certain people in our society, slavery was 100 years ago, or they go on and on about it. The fact is that there was discrimination in this country in the 1960s, a lot of it.
Yeah.
People where you couldn't go and use drinking fountains, you couldn't use lunch counters, you couldn't do that. That's a blink of an eye. I mean,
Stunning.
It's amazing. So Patton, you're a good man.
Hear, hear.
You got me thinking this morning, and I hope you don't mind me sharing with that. Without further ado, let's get on with the idiocy that is our show. Thank you.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you.
Today is Christmas. There will be a magic show at 0930. Chaplain Charlie will tell you about how the free world will conquer communism with the aid of God and a few Marines. God has a hard-on for Marines because we kill everything we see. He plays his games, we play ours. To show our appreciation for so much power, we keep heaven packed with fresh souls. God was here before the Marine Corps, so you can give your heart to Jesus, but your ass belongs to the Corps.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
We are live from the Cabby Pfeiffer Studios and heard worldwide. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are powered by Encore Insurance Services. Over 26 million downloads. Wow. Yeah. Waddle doodle. Heard daily at MikeO'MaraShow.com and exclusively over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ in the heart of the heartland. Go Hawks!
You know who might be listening today, Mike?
Who's that, Rob?
At number 29 from Inwood, Iowa, defensive back Brandon Snyder.
Brandon Snyder from Inwood, Iowa. That's the only thing he's into, if you know what I mean. He's into dad ass. He gets laid all the time.
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily podcast.
I didn't think he'd go that
radio
way.
show with the greatest listeners on the planet.
How
Why?
come? Why's that, huh?
Ah, they get it. Anyway, our show today brought to you. They get it. Our show brought. Did Oscar do it there? Did Oscar do a little of it?
I saw him this weekend.
Do it, Oscar.
Hey, Gary.
No, he's not. We're not doing Gary.
Oh,
We're doing Orson Welles,
I
Oscar.
thought it was Gary
All
Stein.
right, Orson. Listen, Oscar. I want you to copy this.
Oh, the French.
You know, Mike, there's a reason he runs the financial end.
Amen. Our show today brought to you by Harry's. Shaved this morning with my beautiful Harry's
too.
stuff. I love it, no matter who you're shopping for. Harrys.com has a great gift idea, the limited edition Winston set. And by popular demand, I think it's important that I do this because a couple of you people have actually clamored for it.
Oh, yes.
That is right. Hello. This is Winston Tato. I'm here to tell you about the limited edition Winston set. That includes a razor, 3 blades, and your choice of shaving cream, or foaming shave gel. Or try the Winter Essentials kit with travel-sized versions of the foaming shave gel, aftershave moisturizer, and the limited edition lip balm. Giftable sets start at just $15 and include a cool box gift card. You can even have it engraved. Plus, you'll get $5 off your holiday purchase with the promo code TMS Holiday. That's TMOS Holiday. Harry's makes it super easy. No lines, no hassle, and shipping is free. It is now officially the last minute. Tomorrow is the last day to ship in time for Christmas, so order today. Just go to harrys.com and enter the code TMOS Holiday, no spaces, at checkout for $5 off your holiday order. That's HARRYS.com. And enter coupon code TMOS Holiday for an additional $5 off your order. Harrys.com. Give the gift. Give you better shave.
Do you think if Winston Churchill was still alive, he'd be doing spots?
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I think
Kill
he was sold out.
Got to get it done. They got to get it done.
Sure.
Absolutely. Would have sold out like we do. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, sometimes bad stuff happens to me that actually is bad, and it makes me really sad. And the only thing that makes me feel even the slightest bit better about it is that I'm going to be able to get material out of it and come in and tell you guys.
You know,
Good
that's
for
one of
the show.
one of the magical things about the job we do is there's always a tiny silver lining.
Right. I thought about this a lot on how to prepare this statement and actually how much I should share and how much damage I should do to my neighborhood relations, but I decided that's probably not going to happen. I just will tell the story because you really never know. Let me get right to it. All right.
And to be honest, I mean, if
Yes.
this is a story that would damage your standing in your community, there's no one in your neighborhood that listens to this show. I mean,
Nobody listens.
By
Nobody listens.
discussing it on this forum, it's like going into hiding.
There are neighbors that are more aware than others of what I do.
Right.
Just like there are people out there that are more aware of what I do, professionals that I deal with. But the fact is,
If
this
it's not
was a
on
first.
8-track, they're not into
Right.
it.
It's late afternoon. The boy has already been put down, so it's after 6:30.
Bluetooth.
It's after 6:30. We have put our young lad down to Betty Bye. It's Sunday. We're relaxing. Carl and I are kind of figuring out what we want to watch on the tube.
Right.
60 Minutes is a suck fest. 60 Minutes is pretty heavy duty.
It was sad. It was sad this week.
When the highlight of 60 Minutes is watching video of the Syrian people, videotaping their atrocities, it's a sad thing. So we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, I see Carla look up and said, "Hello," and she looks towards the door, and the dogs go bat-ass.
Of course.
Now, earlier, I had taken the dogs out for their evening constitution.
Yeah.
And
Did
as
they
I
make
was taking
did they make sticks?
they make sticks. Yes. They
Yeah.
make, and it was the sun had started to go down, so it was hard to pick up sticks. Ah!
That's the best type of evening.
So as I'm taking the dogs out for a walk, I noticed a car, an import, pull up in back of my automobile on the street. And I'm like, that's interesting. And a gentleman got out and walked over into my neighbor's house. And I didn't think anything of it. I took the dogs out.
Was it a 1940s automobile?
No, it was actually a rather nice German automobile.
Oh, a late model car, yeah.
So I finished the dogs doing their business. I go back out inside. I didn't think anything of it. Well, about maybe an hour later, Carla looks up and goes, "Hello?" And the dogs go badass, and there's somebody standing at our door. And we come to the door, and we notice a single gentleman is there, and he's got what appears to be a Christmas gift bag in his hands. We said, "Hello, can we help you?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for the party." And I said, "No, I think you're probably thinking."
Is there a Craigslist ad that I put out?
And suddenly,
he said, "Where's the fishbowl?"
Suddenly,
Here are my
I said,
keys.
"Wait a minute. I think you're
I'm here for the
probably thinking you're here for the part. I think you want next door."
Man.
Oh no!
That's tough.
And suddenly, we become aware
Yes.
of the fact that my neighbors, Howard and Ellen, are having a Christmas party.
Dicks.
A Christmas party. Now, before you say who said that, don't say
Matthew
that.
Bloom said that.
Stop it, Matthew. Don't. Remember, I live next door.
Yeah.
And you never know with social events exactly what the minutia is.
For example,
what the detail is.
They could assume that Mike is Jewish.
I look at Carla. I said, Are they having a party next door? She looks at me and she says, Yeah, I believe they are. I said, Well, I mean, they know we're here, right? Of course. She said, I talked to them yesterday.
Oh boy.
I said, Have we done something to offend? Have we done something? I mean, we're here. It would be a great way to meet people again. And
sure,
it's a burn.
And we went outside. Carla went outside and actually went out on the patio to hear, just to confirm, so she could hear the sounds of Christmas joy.
She wanted visual confirmation.
Yeah.
She wanted visual, and there were people, and you hear the
Maybe it was
which
just
to me was making me cry the whole time.
Maybe it was just their pinochle crew. Just the people in their pinochle family.
Here's the one thing I don't know, Oscar, and here's the thing. We went out a couple of times because that's how pathetic we are.
Yeah.
We went out a couple of times just to see the volume, and there was not significant volume. So it's not like there were cars along the entire street.
However, Mike, if it was neighbors, a lot of them probably walked.
Yeah, it could be a supper club. You know what I mean?
Could you call the cops and really?
We thought about it. That was actually something where
for the volume,
made it even Steven on them.
No, we called the cops just to F with them. We wanted to. We were thinking about doing it. Then I said no.
You wonder why you don't get invited.
They all had gifts, and I said I reached into the fruit bin and pulled out one of our organic bananas, and I said, I think I'll go next door with this organic banana and say I brought my gift, and wouldn't that be funny?
Right in their
But
tailpipe.
here's the thing: just like this conversation, you never know. You never know exactly what the situation.
Yeah, I mean, what if it had been Mike? What if it had been a wake?
Yeah.
And it would have been very, very awkward.
It's tough with and I have a lot of friends that are just having kids now, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the
Oscar just
time
wanted
of
to
my
point
life.
out that he has a lot of friends.
No, but when you have kids, when we go to invite them, I can only invite them enough times, and I realize that I'm almost insulting them by inviting them all the time because they have to get a babysitter.
Exactly, it's tough.
So
I assume this is why Oscar never has to socialize with me.
So that first year when you have a child, usually that's the year that you don't see your friends again until they figure out their routine. The kids are a little older, and then they come back out after the fact.
I don't know, Oscar. Here's the thing: there's so many. Unless you deal with it head on, there's so many intangibles.
Are you going to call him?
Yeah, I'm going to call him.
Oh my God! On the air?
Oh yeah, I'm going to call him.
Oh wow!
Do you want to text us the phone number so
What's
we can?
that?
You want to text us the phone
No,
number?
I don't want to do it that formally because I want to be able to control.
Oh,
I
this
understand.
conversation.
I see.
Yeah. We're here for you, Mike. Remember, be nice.
Exactly.
And then when he's not nice, be nice.
Yeah, and you know what, Mike? Just keep in mind, there's no way now he's probably going to shovel your walk
And
the
even
next
if
time
he's
it
rude,
snows.
be nice.
I mean, he's not going to be. We're friends. I wouldn't do this if we weren't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way.
But we know
So we're
you.
gonna see.
What about Ellen? You like her?
Oh, here we go.
Yes,
This
very
is
much
so
so.
awkward.
Who's better, Howard or Ellen?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I think I prefer
and
Howard.
He's not going to
Not
answer.
answering.
Well, it takes a long time to get to the phone.
What do they?
No,
have to
it's
do?
not. He's in better shape. than
And the
I am.
phones have huge
Remember,
buttons.
he's the handyman. He actually can fix things.
Oh, is this that guy?
I think it's that guy.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Is
he's
that
not
your
answering.
handyman, the man that fixes things?
No, no.
different guy,
He's
different
down
guy.
the street a little bit.
I
So-
know why he's not
so
answering,
we
Mike. He's
became-
hungover from the party.
Too early for him.
Maybe that's true. We were possessed. We were possessed by this last
And you know
night.
what? This was actually underscored by the fact that there was nothing on TV, so all you had to do was sit there and dwell on the
Yes.
fact that one of the few people that you thought that you would count as a friend,
Right.
would not invite you into their home.
And I have to point out, it wound
an
down.
organic banana.
It was 2 hours tops. It was not a long party at all. It broke up, and it was just a couple of folks. It was not a lot of people.
Doesn't
How many do you
matter.
think?
It
How
was
many
like
guests?
a neighborhood thing.
How many
yes.
guests do you think?
Probably, I want to say there were 5, 6 couples. Probably.
Well, that's pretty
Still
big.
a burn. Still a burn.
5
I have
or
an idea.
6.
That's no dinner
What's
party.
that?
We all remember Home Alone, right? And
Yeah,
how,
sure.
And how little Macaulay Culkin,
Right.
he thwarted the thieves into thinking that he was having a party and people were over his house. So what
Right.
you do is this: you get a bunch of cardboard cutouts from your
Yes.
local Waxy Maxis, and then you take them.
This is the most dated story you've ever told.
You light the house
Right.
up, and you put a bunch of shadows in the windows. Looks like you have a bunch of people
like
over.
the lonely guy,
Yes.
Mike.
And then you start pulling all the strings like he did, and you got
Right.
music going, and you make them jealous.
But they'll know because they won't see any cars out front. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
That's the problem. But you know, I've talked about all these get-togethers people have down here. I don't think really anything of it because I don't know these people, and they're in different neighborhoods in this community. And you look over there. I don't think about this. This one last night, we became obsessive about it. We became truly,
But
truly
you
obsessive.
mustn't, Mike. You must look positive, and I'll tell you why. At your age and at your neighbor's age, every day is a blessing. And if you hang on to
Rob,
this,
you are going back because you're not paying attention. You're going back to the old theme. This is not the elderly neighbor.
No.
This is not an
This is-
elderly
this
neighbor.
is
what
like
is he-
Mike's
is he
contemporary.
20?
This is a man that's about a 4 handicap, a guy that would run you off the track.
Mike,
if you guys
anybody
were
would run
jogging.
me off the track.
No, but the
Is
fact
he
is
older
you,
than
you're
you,
going.
though?
You're going for the old comedian line.
Is he older than you?
Yes, he's a little older than I am.
Maybe
But
he didn't want any kids at the party.
That's a
they have their
possibility.
grandchildren on over all the time, and,
And
I'm
Maybe
sure
this
they're
is
not
an
the
elderly.
grandchildren
party.
are your age, right?
No, I'm trying to.
What about
God.
this? What about
Yes.
going over and bringing a bottle over of whatever you'd like, maybe some CH wine, who knows?
Yeah, good
And you walk over and say, "Hey, sorry we missed your party yesterday. Little Michael wasn't feeling so well." Boom.
Oh, that is so
Yes.
wonderfully
That is a mind. That is a
passive-aggressive.
mind f because he's gonna think, "Oh my God, did Ethel or whatever her name is,
Ellen.
Did Ellen invite them?
Yeah.
Because then he's gonna be because no worries, thanks for the wine. They're gonna remember that and they're gonna go back and forth.
Here's the thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
Someone said it might have been in church. We heard one of the pastors say, "If you want to have friends, be a friend."
Yes.
That's what he said.
That is so true.
Now, why are you
That is so
guffawing
true.
at that?
No, but he's right.
You're right, Mike.
You're
The
right.
pastor was right.
Nobody was saying
James.
if you are a friend, you know what I mean. So that means be more gregarious,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Be more
Or
outgoing.
help out, offer.
That's right.
See what's
Right.
going on.
Don't go on your
Exactly.
radio show and badmouth him the next day.
No,
I'm not bad mouthing. I'm explaining
And
I'm also saying I don't know what the exact circumstances are. That's why I decided to call.
Mike, in your
show.
defense, you had a good solid 2 months of not being able to be a friend.
That's right.
Because you were infirmed.
Thank you very much,
So,
Oscar.
hello.
That's absolutely right. It's not
like
I
you
was
could have
unable.
built that. You had no
I was
runway.
on my deathbed.
You had
I was
no
on my
runway.
deathbed.
You had no runway to this holiday party.
I'm still just chock-a-block with bacteria.
If you
That's
want,
it.
if
That's
you
my,
want
my,
to be
colon,
a friend,
my colon is a septic tank.
no, it's fine. Oh,
It's fine.
you don't think they thought you were some sort of health risk?
Do you think they thought I was some sort of
We don't
carrier?
want what he
Maybe
has.
because of my health, they said, "Well,
Yeah.
he's not feeling well. We're not going to do that."
Yeah.
But doesn't everybody like a little holiday get-together?
Absolutely.
Bring
We-
over the
Wouldn't it?
O'Mara boy. Let's tongue kiss him and see if we
Mrs.
can. Mrs.
O'Mara has just made her way.
Oh, how nice!
Into the studio.
Yay.
Let's get
Oh,
her
it's
in
ha-
here.
like having a
Hi,
special
darling.
guest.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hey.
I'm doing okay.
How did
Is
you
this
feel
off?
last
Why
night?
are we
I
off
felt very
camera all of a sudden all the
depressed.
time?
She's off camera. Can you just lean in and say hi?
Oh, she
She
doesn't want
said
to?
she's
Oh.
not.
You know
She
what?
doesn't-
When she
doesn't
does that
look-
off-camera thing, it makes me feel it's a bit you're doing with your voice.
We don't know. You are a cunning mimic.
Would you take a moment for Rob's bag? Hi, Rob's bag.
How's your bag, Rob?
My bag is awesome. My bag also was not invited to any parties last night. So.
What about ask her what she thinks about giving a bottle and saying thanks for that.
Yeah, I like that.
Oscar thinks we should go over there with a bottle of hooch.
Apologize for
and
not
walk
making
in and
it.
apologize for not making the party. That Michael was, Michael was feeling a little ill.
That's funny.
Yeah. So how do you feel? How did you feel last night? What are your thoughts on it? What are your real thoughts about how you feel about the fact that our neighbors may have had their holiday party without inviting
I
them?
think they had a holiday party, and I thought it was rude that they didn't invite us.
Oh, no punches.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Does she like them as much
they
as you
could
do,
at least
Mike?
said, "Hey, do
What's
you want
that?
Does she like them as you like them, or does she?
Yeah.
Not
I
like
think
the
they're
neighbors?
nice and they're a lot of fun. Anytime that we've ever gone out with them, they've been, we've had a really good time.
Oh, so they're not strangers. You guys have done like double dates.
Yeah, we've gone out
Oh,
together.
man.
Hey, do you smell that? That's the
As
smell.
recent as a month ago.
Wow,
As
that's-
recently as a month ago, where she wasn't there, but he was. And so it was
Scorched earth.
No, it's burnt bridges. Is what that is.
Listen, anytime you throw a party, you invite your neighbors.
Yes.
We thought about calling the cops.
I told you. I was telling the truth
As
about
you
that.
should.
I was telling the truth about that.
Well,
So it's,
well, you have to throw your own party now.
That's
you have
right.
to do
Yeah,
it.
we do. And,
We
and
do.
what? Do we invite them?
No.
Well, they're the only people we know. So
Well, you
pathetic.
can invite the judge.
Yeah, you can invite the judge.
Yeah.
The judge is going back Tuesday.
Well, it
Goes
looks like
back to
Monday
Illinois.
All
night.
right, so Monday night party.
I'm playing golf with him today. That's why I moved the show up. I didn't. Now I have to fess to the guys why I moved the
Bye,
show.
guys.
Bye.
Sorry, got tea time. Can't help it. boys.
Oh, he's got to go to the doctor.
Yeah, that's Carla. She was taking a special.
Thanks,
No,
Carla.
I didn't detail it. I like the early start anyway. We'll take a break, and hey, why don't I have any friends? I think I just figured it out.
Mike, if you want to make a friend, be a friend.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. You're going to hell. Do you want to do our thing now?
You want to do the fruitcake thing right now?
We'll do it when we come back. We'll
Good
come
idea.
back and we'll give away a fruitcake on the Mike O'Mara Show. See if we can go 6 for 6. We'll
like
be right
that.
back.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me.
Cake. That's right. Fruitcake. And not just any fruitcake, a Rob Spiewak's signature fruitcake. And the only place you can get one is right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Just email us at fruitcake@MikeO'MaraShow.com. We'll award a fruitcake every day right on up to Christmas Eve. It's the Mike O'Mara Show 12 Days of Fruitcake Progressive Jackpot Sweepstakes. Just make sure to include your phone number and the reason why you should win. It's that easy. So get to writing. Before long, we may be calling you to tell you Merry Christmas
I love you.
Oh, thank God we
Jeez.
can still do this. Oh, my God. And I love DJ Rob. DJ Rob's my favorite Rob, you know?
It's the best.
Oh, man, it's the best. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Sherry's Berries.
Oh, yum.
Christmas is next week. Only how many days left to shop?
Well, only Mike, it's funny. I know. There's 10 days left. There's only 10 days left for Christmas.
My
shopping.
apologies to Sherry's Berries.
Christmas shopping, 10 days left to fill the stocking. 10 days left for Christmas.
Hi there.
Only got 10.
Sherry's Berries, please.
Only got 10.
Hi, did you hear what the man said? Only 10 more shopping days till Christmas.
Hey, in that case, I was the man. He
Very good.
referred to me.
You heard what he said. You hear what the man says? Only 10 more shopping days till Christmas. But don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Forget the hideous crowds. All you need is Sherry's Berries. Great last-minute gift idea. Send giant, delicious dipped strawberries from Sherry's Berries for only $19.99. More than a 40% savings. Plus, for our listeners, you can double the berries. That's double for those of you in the United States. Double the berries for just $10 more. What a great deal. Just remember the code TMOS. Amazing, juicy strawberries dipped in white milk and dark chocolatey goodness, decorated with nuts, chocolate chips, and the ever-popular decorative swizzle. With Christmas coming next week, here's the only way to get this amazing $19.99 Sherry's Berries offer. Visit berries.com. That's BERRIES.com. Click on the mic in the top right-hand corner and type in TMOS, the perfect gift without the hassle. Remember, berries.com. Click the microphone and type in TMOS. Order them today. Welcome back to the show. Whoa. And it's time for our fruitcake giveaway right now. Rob Spiewak has been busy in the Rob Spiewak kitchens, and we're going to see if we go 6 for 6.
This is exciting.
Now, do they want the impression with this letter? I see it's the
I
Liam
think they
Neeson.
probably do, and I think it's, you know what it is? It's a different take on trying to win, and that's why he was selected.
All right, here we go. All right, turn that music down for a second. I'll do the whole thing.
All right,
okay?
good.
I don't know who you are. It's the wrong music. Hold on. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for a ransom, I can tell you I have no money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for podcasters like you. And if you send me a fruitcake now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Wow.
Thanks for the years of entertainment, guys. Thank you very much. All right, very good. Thanks for the years of entertainment, guys. Can't wait for the next Northeast show. Bill Cormier. And Bill is from Gardner, Mass., one of my favorite parts of the world. Let's call Bill Cormier and see if he's going to make us 6 for 6 with fruitcakes. Remember, all it requires is an answering machine or a live call.
An actual
a live
answer, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Very exciting. Calling Bill Cormier. Let's see if we go 6 for 6.
It's the
Last week was a good week.
Progressive fruitcake jackpot. Maybe
answer.
Was he at your neighbor's party, do you think?
Not sure. Taping the show a little earlier. Looking for Bill Cormier, please.
Yeah.
This is Mike O'Mara from the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, how are you, Bill?
The French.
Bill, do you know why I'm calling?
Oh, the fruitcake is what
Yes, the fruitcake. We are 6 for 6.
Yeah.
We are now entering. Yes, what?
I was scrambling for my headset. That's why I was all confused.
Yeah, well, don't scramble.
I'm a truck driver. I'm a trucker.
Oh, you're a trucker. Are you a long-haul trucker, or do you just work the New England area?
Just New England area, around, Worcester, Boston area.
Well, Bill, you have a delicious Rob Spiewak fruitcake that is coming your way, and we appreciate you supporting the Mike O'Mara Show.
All right, that's awesome. Thanks, guys.
And Bill,
All right, Merry
with
Christmas.
the way we soaked those raisins, don't eat and drive.
No, we'll have none of that.
That's right. None of that, and happy driving. Stay safe out there. Merry Christmas, Bill.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for the entertainment. I love it.
Thanks,
you go.
man. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, thank you. And that's 6 for 6.
I love it.
I am very, very pleased. Very pleased.
Another winner
That's
tomorrow. Make sure if you want to enter, you can still do it. Fruitcake at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Go ahead.
I love that.
Enter. Go ahead. Enter.
Hi, Madonna.
So the Buffalo Bills, are still technically in the hunt for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jimmy is so Jimmy. You know what I mean? Did you see his
of
video?
Of all the Jimmys in the world, he is the Jimmys. And you know what? I will applaud him.
Right.
Deep down in the pit of my tummy, I thought his flash mob would fail. I thought it was not his best idea.
It was
great.
It was successful, but it was like him. How many times does he need to try to get his little hat and his cape for King of the Wings on before
he did drop
it falls
the crown.
off?
He did drop the crown.
And he's so busy looking around to see who's looking at him the idea of the flash mob is you don't look around. You
just do it.
Do it. And he was running around going, "Who's looking at us?"
But he did,
and that's
you know
what
they
he does.
did a great job with it.
They pulled it off.
I'm so pleased for him. And King of the Wings back since 1970. This is his 34th consecutive title, King of the Wings, and that's great.
All right, now, if you listen to my last text update, now I'm not paying attention to this because even the expert analysts on the NFL pregame shows have trouble explaining the playoff scenarios, okay? But on last Tuesday, Jimmy wrote me this, playoff update. If the Falcons beat the Steelers, Pats beat the Dolphins, Raiders beat the Chiefs, Colts beat the Texans, Jags beat the Ravens, Browns beat the Bengals, and Bills beat the Packers, then the Bills will be in the second wild card position, easy peasy Japanese.
See?
That's what he wrote.
Yes. Wonderful.
Now, so yesterday at 3:53, Jimmy texts me, F the Browns.
Oh.
So I guess the Browns didn't do what they were supposed to do. And who are the Browns supposed to beat?
Bengals.
The Browns were supposed to beat the Bengals, but the Bengals beat the Browns, I guess.
Handedly.
But then he writes right after that, still in the hunt, baby.
Did you say handedly?
Yes.
Handily.
Oh,
Handily.
no, it's not handedly?
No.
No,
Damn
it's no. Candidly. You would
All
be
these
speaking
years.
candidly.
Or offhandedly, but they beat them
Offhandedly.
handily.
Handily.
Right.
Yes.
That sounds
Right.
so weird.
Yeah, like the guy on Channel 4, Jim
Handily.
Handily.
Oh, let's get the news.
You know,
Handily.
proper use of slang is looked for at some of the major universities.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
that's what-
I wish that was the case. I'd have a better shot.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
So he writes after this, F the Browns, and he goes, still in the hunt, baby. So
What?
I write, just got home, what games do I watch? And he wrote, Bills, Colts, Patriots held up their end. Falcons, Browns, Jaguars, and Raiders all let us down. We stay alive in the hunt. And then he wrote, I played the show to all the fans before the game today. So he played our show at Jimmy's. I guess that's what he did.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I get last night at 8:50. He writes, we can get 6th playoff spot after Week 16 if we beat the Raiders. That's the Bills, the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Steelers beat the Chiefs. Chargers lose to the 49ers. And the Ravens lose to the Texans.
But what? But if you do
But
a
I thought it was
callback
already-
to that first, if you go back to
Right.
that first text, he said this is what we need to get into the last. The door is shutting, and to get in there, all this needs to happen. Then none of
Well,
that
wasn't
happens.
true. That's my point.
No,
that
it's
wasn't
not
true.
true.
Okay, so he
was,
doesn't
He was
know.
doing what Jimmy does. He
doesn't
wasn't
know.
sweating the details. And, you know,
Because
the
the
brain,
season's
after
not
all these
over.
years-
There's 2 more games.
That's true.
And they're still in the hunt, which is very, very good news. So
They did have to beat the Packers, though.
And
which
it is
important.
great, and it's
and
also
they beat
great.
the Packers,
Yes.
which was a huge win
Yeah.
for the Buffalo Bills. A huge win. So Jimmy's place must have been going nuts yesterday during that game.
Well, he asked them all to be quiet because he was playing a podcast.
I think
Because who doesn't want to go to a bar and listen to a podcast? I think that's terrific.
I
It's more
think
of a
that-
tavern, really.
so. The Raiders, I think, much weaker opponent than the Green Bay Packers. So I think the Bills are going to hold up their end of the bargain. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have a very good chance of beating the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chargers, the 49ers, that's a toss-up probably.
Any given
right?
Sunday, Mike.
And then the tough one, Ravens, the Ravens probably should beat the Texans. But as Jimmy wrote, Ravens lose to Texans. So I'm not sure, but let's call him one more time.
Oh, you want to call him?
Let's call John.
Do you have his number still, Rofo?
I think he's going to need it.
Okay, let me get it
he's
for
gonna
you.
need it.
Okay. So, Mike.
Now, Rofo, what have we learned from that? That's called anticipation. You see.
Yes.
You would be springing to life and ready to call Jimmy at a moment's notice.
The thing, Mike, that I think we need to lay out so the listener knows what's going on, the most important thing here, what has to happen, not for them to be in the playoffs, but what has to happen for Jimmy to be in studio. Because this is
in
what
the
people-
event. No, it's very simple now.
Okay.
Jimmy Cerrito gets to come to the studio. Yeah, I've changed the rules.
Okay.
If the
Is it
Bills
a progressive thing now?
No, it's not a progressive thing like your fruitcake.
Okay.
It is if the Bills make it to the playoffs, Jimmy gets to come in to celebrate. And I did not watch any of the games. I watched a little Philadelphia-Dallas last night. That's
game
the only game I watched.
It depends on which half you watched.
Yes.
But the second half was worth
Who won that
watching.
game? I haven't. At
The
this
Cowboys
hour.
ended up winning.
Cowboys
but
ended
the
up
fact that Philly came back 21 points down was pretty
And
pretty
didn't
impressive.
the Cowboys have Governor Christie in their box?
They did. He's a lifelong Cowboys
Wow,
fan.
it speaks well for the construction of
He's
that
a
stadium,
lifelong
doesn't
Cowboy fan from New Jersey. What a dick. That's it. Really? He's not a Giants fan?
No.
Good morning, James. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm not in your studio.
No.
What?
Well, you were only going to be in the studio on Tuesday anyway, but I have still extended the offer that in the event that the Bills make the playoffs in any way, you get to come in studio to celebrate. So that offer stands. Now, let me reiterate what I said on the air just a few minutes ago. Last night, 8:50, you write to me, you get the 6th playoff spot after Week 16 if the Bills beat the Raiders.
No. Oh, yeah, that's coming up, yes.
Jimmy, first of all, your first text last week to me indicated that if none of this happened, that the Bills would be out of it. That was wrong, too. Do you have this figured out? Do you know what's going on?
No, Mike. I did not say that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I said that they will be in the second wild card position if all that happens.
Okay, so you did say that. You said the Bills will be in the second wild card position, easy peasy. So that meant that if this doesn't happen, that they wouldn't necessarily be eliminated, correct?
Correct. We are still in the hunt thanks to a couple things. One, we won. We beat the Packers. Amazing.
Yes, an amazing game.
That Nelson dude dropping that long bomb, that was beautiful. Whew.
Thanks, Jimmy. That's great. Great analysis.
It's like being there, isn't it?
It's like I feel like I'm listening to Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
Now was your joint jumping with Bills fans yesterday?
It was jumping with Bills fans, but for the first time in history, we were kind of taken over by the other team's fans.
Ooh,
we had about
Packer fans,
fans, and they're wearing their big cheese heads.
Oh, those bastards! Jimmy, you own the bar. I would throw them out on the street. I would have EQ throw them out.
Packers fans might bring money. They
you know
buy
what?
beer.
I like green in all ways.
Yeah, but Packer fans and Steeler fans are a-holes when they come into a bar. They're complete. They take it over. They have this sense of total entitlement. They can kiss my Irish ass. I swear to God.
The Packers fans left. They left miserably because they did not expect to lose to the lowly Buffalo Bills.
They didn't. They expected to come in and rub your nose in, and I bet there were a few fans that were really knowing that you were a Buffalo bar and really loving the idea of coming in and doing that. Screw them. Yeah, all right, that's good. So let me see. It says
no worries.
You get the 6th playoff spot in Week 16. You beat the Raiders. The Steelers have to beat the Chiefs. That's a pretty good chance, right?
I hope so. Come on, Big Ben. Come on.
Okay. Chargers lose to the 49ers. That's kind of an iffy game right there, right? Rob, I don't think he's drinking. I don't think he's drinking.
Mike, I can smell the celery through the phone.
Wait a minute. I just woke up from the Zinzi Christmas party hangover.
Oh, he is hungover. It was the Zinzi Christmas party last night. Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
What time did you wrap it up in the morning? What time did you go to bed?
I think Uncle Dave dropped me off around 2-something. I'm at my front door, and the missus was awake waiting for me. You know how that goes when you roll in at 2 in the morning, completely shit-faced. Sorry.
Hit the edit that, please. Edit that. But you didn't bring Mo to the Zinzi party?
She couldn't make it. She was doing Christmas decorations at home.
Hey, Jimmy, isn't it true that at one Christmas party you were dropped off and you actually went home to the wrong house?
I actually slept in front of my next door neighbor's house on the front yard.
Jimmy, why do they call it? For everybody around the country, what is
police? By the way,
okay. What is the Zinzi party?
The Zinzi party kind of picked up where the bartender's ball left off years ago.
Oh boy!
And it's a celebration for those in the industry, the bartenders and the servers and the cooks and the DJs. They all get together, and it's on a Sunday night, which is typically our Saturday night. So we all get to go out.
Why do they call it Zinzi?
Oh, okay. So a couple bartenders in D.C., Frank and Chris Zinzi, simply started this party in their basement, and then it went to a bigger venue, and it's now 1,000+ people.
Jesus,
and
wow.
I was at the Hilton last night, and it just takes over the whole ballroom.
It's black tie, everybody. It's a huge party that they have there. So, Jimmy, we won't keep you long because we know you have to go back.
All you can drink. All you can drink.
If you get a chance to, Jimmy, before you get on with your day, make sure you brush your teeth.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, so we've got another week. It's a little easier to follow these games. It's getting a little simpler, and we'll see what happens after week 6. Now, is there if this doesn't happen, are the Bills completely eliminated after 16, or is there still a chance they could go to week 17 and still be in the hunt?
I think as long as we beat the Raiders, we should still be in the hunt. But don't quote me on the other games.
Okay,
so we should beat the Raiders, so we should be alive. And then it's going to come down to the last week. You know who we play the last week?
No,
Tom Brady. Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Hey, if you can beat Rodgers, you can beat Brady.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. You never know.
Yeah.
Jimmy, we'll let you go back and vomit. We have to take a break. But thank you very much, and great job with the
back on my head.
great job with the flash mob over the weekend for your wing celebration. Thank you, Jimmy.
What a blast! All right, thanks, guys. That's me. Go Bill.
Ciao, my friend.
That's Jimmy Cerrito. Hey, he answered his phone after the Zinzi party. I'm giving him a round of applause. We will take a break, come back with more fun and more thrills.
What
on
a
the Michael
blast.
Mara Show. Yeah.
Best funner ever.
Hey, you know what? He was very lucid for after that party. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's true.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Man Great. Hey, we love the Man Great.
Yeah.
We hope you will, too. This is the time of year. It's crunch time. Man Great's a terrific last-minute gift and an easy gift to give and an always successful gift. We really want you to do that. It's an absolute must-have. Man Greats, we talk about them all the time. What they are grates that go on top of your wimpy grates, and they sear the meat beautifully. They cook the meat beautifully. The meat looks fantastic. You will love it. And you can do meat. You can do vegetables. You
Everything.
Can do chicken, whatever you want. Ensure juicy, tender meat with no flare-ups and perfect sear marks. Take advantage of the Mike O'Mara Show holiday special and get the Man Great for just $19.99. Just enter TMOS at checkout. Plus, for a limited time, when you order 4 Man Greats, you get the 4th absolutely free.
Look at
That's
that.
a good deal.
Yeah.
Just head over to mangreat.com, enter the coupon code TMOS at checkout. 100% cast iron, made in the USA, and the $19.99 special. Order 4, get the 4th free. Use the coupon code TMOS. That's the Man Great, and happy grilling, everybody.
Oh, they're the best. And remember, you can use them in your oven, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Good stuff.
I was talking to my wife last night,
Yes.
and we were trying to find something to watch on TV. Looked in on the, I hate to say this, but the rapidly declining Barbara Walters.
Oh, yes.
Look, I'm getting old. Everybody gets old. That's the reality.
Rob, find out how old she is, please.
Barbara looked her age last night.
And, that's sad because she has
they
really cheated it for a long time.
And they trowel it on for her, and that's a tape special, and they try to make her look. She looks, and she kind of indicated at the end that it's going to be her last 10 most fascinating people of the year.
Did she also say it was going to be her last Christmas?
Oh,
no, Rob.
Come on.
That's horrible. Because I didn't see the end.
That's your brother that said that.
She's 85 years old, born in 29.
85.
29. Wow, talk about a Great Depression.
Listen to Ropo. Ropo with the little smile. Born in 29.
That's 1929.
That's right.
Just to clarify.
All right, let's go through because the one thing I tuned in when the incredibly lucky Michael Strahan, the man who was hit by the lucky stick, now, not as a football player, worked his ass off as a football player. But as a broadcaster, he is the definitive flavor of the month. This guy has parlayed his opportunities, got to hand it to him, into being he's now even a co-host on Good Morning America.
Yeah, they bring him in to do the fill-in and stuff. And you know what? He's got the cushiest gig of all, which is he's the new Kelly Lee. And he when Regis stepped out, all he has to sit in there and respond to her. It's the easiest job in the world.
True.
Right. Let me go through the fascinating people. You guys tell me who you think. We've got at number 10 Scarlett Johansson.
Not that fascinating.
No.
I mean, she's been out a while, right? She's a famous celebrity.
She's pretty.
What is she doing? Something we don't know about instead of outside of having those amazing cans?
Or someone I didn't watch that show.
Yeah. She had an amazing. They showed at the very end. She was doing a photo, and she was like a sweater thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
you know what? They should have interviewed her sweater. That's fascinating.
I don't know if she's doing anything for mankind, but I got to give it on the surface. I'm not aware of it. So
Do you think that current project promotion has something to do with whether or not you make the
Avengers
fascinating
is
list?
huge.
Yeah, is she still in that?
Yeah, it's coming out.
Okay, very good.
All right, well, you guys tell me whether you think they warrant that or not. Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes.
Yeah, he is fascinating.
He's in Fuego, man.
Because he does everything, and there doesn't seem to be a challenge he can't meet.
Here's a surprise. I'm going to agree with you guys. I say Neil Patrick Harris. He's everywhere. and you see him everywhere. And he's also, I think, a pretty outspoken person for gay rights in America. Correct?
But I'm worried about his weight gain.
Next on the list, Chelsea Handler.
Very fascinating.
Yeah. She left the E! Network, and now she's going straight to Netflix. Pretty huge step for
and
her.
funny. And very
she's got
funny.
that best-selling book.
All right, very good. Give that a ding. George R.R. Martin.
No.
Or George R. Martin.
That's the author
the
of Game
Hobbit
of
guy,
Thrones.
right?
Yeah,
the
Game of Thrones.
Oh, no,
Game of
I'm sorry,
Thrones.
not the Hobbit. He's the Game of Thrones
Same
guy.
thing.
Now, when he was on TV,
the same thing.
You're right.
when you saw
Absolutely.
his face come up, did you think it was Neil Patrick Harris? Because I always get the two of them confused. I don't find him
No, I
fascinating
thought really
at all.
the guy was going to go, the French. I like the fact that his fans that want him to finish this series of books for Game of Thrones talk about the fact that he's 66 and he's fat and that they're worried that he's going to die, and so that they're he gets pissed off at that.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
think that makes me
hilarious,
laugh
but not
about him,
fascinating.
right.
Yeah.
Next is so we give a not fascinating,
Not enough.
just popular, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
it, just popular.
Nerdnicks.
Elon Musk, the next person on the list. Wasn't that
man.
last year? Wasn't that very last year though? I
See,
mean, really?
Oscar and I will split on this one. Oscar will find him fascinating, and I will not.
Well, last
Why
year,
will you not, Rob? Why will you not?
Because I do. I think when he was in the papers, it was last year, and he hasn't really brought anything new to the table this year.
Oh,
In the
nothing,
papers, in the papers.
Nothing. Just a spaceship that'll go straight to the orbit.
Call me. Oh, it's going straight to the orbit.
straight out of orbit. It's called SpaceX, the SpaceX Dragon.
When it happens.
SpaceX, and
Yeah.
he wants ultimately to colonize Mars. That's what he wants
look,
to do.
Tesla was, I guess, the hottest thing last year. This year, they've approved it. He's going to be one of the contractors to create the next space shuttle or the next capsule that's going to go to the International Space Station.
Call me when the countdown begins.
Here's the
Because
thing
until
about
then, it
Elon
hasn't
Musk.
happened.
Elon Musk could have, when he sold his other companies, he could have sat on his hands and done nothing. And as opposed to doing a safe internet company, he went into these risky ventures.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
give him a lot of credit.
High
so
risk.
I'll give him a ding on that. You're
All
outnumbered
right.
on that one, Rob.
I stand
Next,
alone.
Oprah Winfrey. Thank you. I'm sorry. Oprah's gotten enough of her. Yes, I'm glad OWN became successful after it wasn't, but I'm sorry. I'm tired of Oprah Winfrey.
agree.
Tired of her. Honest to God. David Cook. Is that the right wing guy? Is that of the Koch
I don't
brothers?
know, David.
I
Koch.
thought he
Koch,
was.
David Koch.
Oh,
the
Koch.
David Cook, because David Cook, I think, was a
All right,
contestant on
Rofo,
American
because
Idol.
we're idiots. Can you look it up? Because nobody in this dumbass room knows, including me.
An
what this
extremely
guy-
rich.
who-
He's one of the extremely rich brothers that are.
Is
big
he one
money
of the
behind
brothers?
Republican
Is he?
Party, right?
The Koch brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. They used to be on the radio station in Miami. I think.
Looking up David Koch, just so we make sure. All right.
He's worth $36 billion and co-owner of Coke Industries.
All right, so he's one of the
Okay.
Koch brothers. He's one of the guys that spends money on
Spelled
elections.
Koch.
Right.
I think in the fact that they influence the the midterm elections, I think maybe they would be fascinating. Next in line, Michael Strahan, one of the most. Here's the thing, and let me explain how I feel about Michael Strahan. I think as a Giants fan, one of the greatest linemen in the history of the Giants, and I loved watching him play football. As an analyst on Fox, probably one of the better ones that I've seen. I think he does a great job. That's where it ends for me. As far as fascinating, let me tell you what Michael Strahan is. Michael Strahan is the personification of what broadcasting has become. Michael Strahan is as safe as safe. He will never say anything that's completely outrageous, and that's why he was the perfect choice for Kelly, non-controversial Ripa, and I have no idea what the ratings are for that show since he came on board and took over from Regis. And Regis was safe too, but Regis was
a broadcaster,
temperamental, and you never knew what really was going to come out of Regis' mouth. But at the same time, Regis and Kelly, who cares? But I just see him now, Michael Strahan, who is on Good Morning America, and it's like there are mechanically better broadcasters.
Sure.
There are buckets of people with more talent out there. So what fascinates me is Michael Strahan is, I think, the safe choice always.
Well,
and
of course, and also
he knows it, and he's smart enough to know it.
He's an ABC guy on an ABC special, and if you
Right.
doubt for the fact that he is boring and not fascinating, one of the highlight clips. Now, keep in mind this is an hour show, about 10 different people. That means at most 5 minutes per person without commercials, right? So one of the questions that made the cut as a highlight clip is,
I hope you're giving the same question that I got from.
Will you ever fix the gap in your teeth?
Oh, I said I didn't see that one.
And he says, no, because I actually made arrangements, but I got a placement, a cap that I can wear. He says, and I looked at it, and it wasn't me. I said, really? That's fascinating.
Do you know what else he said?
What's that?
This is what else he said, Rob. He said, my father asked me, Michael, all this success, is it you or do you think you're blessed? That was what he said. So right away when they've got that was it Jesus's hand in your incredible walk down your bed? So the perspective is not there, and then they brush over his personal life, which has been kind of in a shambles, and he brushes over that too.
What's going on in his personal life? I don't know this.
I think he's on his third marriage. I think
man,
he's like yours
weird.
truly, but with me, I'm an a-hole. I lay it all out there. But I know this is the last chance I got. I know that. So does my wife. She
you may be an a-hole, but you're an a-hole with a beautiful smile, and I
God
swear,
bless you.
if I ever become rich and powerful, I want to get on that show and take a white jelly bean and put it in that gap in his teeth. I think it would look so great. Just to fix the gap in that teeth. It drives
Somehow
me
there
nuts.
are racial undertones with that are disturbing.
Really
No, it's dental.
Something
It's
about
all
a
dental.
white jelly bean.
Come here, little boy.
Yes, very strange.
I've got something for your teeth.
Maybe you go back to Rob. I urge you to listen to the beginning of this show.
Please.
Anyway, next on the
racial.
list, Taylor Swift, the next person.
Oh yeah, she deserves it.
Yeah, because
now why?
she's
Now
everywhere.
tell us why, Oscar, please.
Well, one, she completely transitioned from country to pop, full pop.
Oh, and she's even transcended that.
And she's still successful. Two, she said no to the Spotifys of the world and sold more albums in this current economy for music than anyone else.
Yep.
And she's also in a space where, think about the transition she's made from when she was a young artist to now 25.
She just turned 25 this weekend, yeah.
And she's at the top of her game, man.
Yeah, and you know what? If you think back to when you were 25 or where you were in a space when you were 25, granted, she's been at it for 10 years probably, but she is flexing her muscle and changing the industry, and whether or not it's her or if it's the way she's advised.
All right, you guys giving her a rave.
And you know what? Her new album's very good.
It is
very good.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, at the top of the list last night was Amal Clooney, Mrs. George Clooney.
Oh, yeah.
So
anybody that can tame him.
But the thing about it, and it was great going back. I watched this. They went back into the old special, and he said, "I'm never getting married," and that was kind of interesting to see that.
Right.
But here's what I like about her: is she model glamorous? Absolutely. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And she's also got a beautiful brain, and I like to see that. I like to see somebody who's glorified, who does a lot of work for causes around the world, and also is an incredibly brilliant woman and a brilliant attorney, and I like that. I like the fact that she brought that to the table.
Very fascinating.
It's nice to see somebody who's not just a popular pop star that does that at the same time.
Or superficial.
Yeah. So I give that the nod. And you know what? The other thing that they had in the special, they said almost a 99.9% chance if Amal Clooney lived in a neighborhood and the next door neighbors were having a party, that she'd get invited to it.
That's sad. What surprised me is that after watching that special, she had a more impressive gap than Michael Strahan.
I can't wait to see that gap.
It's Rob Spiewak. I didn't see that one coming.
We'll
take a
give
break.
her jelly bean.
Yeah.
Come back.
Any color she wants.
We'll be right back on the Mike O'Mara Show. The holidays. Fun time, family time, Santa time. Oh, I'm going to stop talking like Orson Welles. It's Hanukkah time, Kwanzaa time, and a great time to take some time to subscribe to your 2015 TMOS bonus package. That's right. The French. Yes, folks, you can grab all of next year's great bonus content right now. Subscribe for a full year and you'll get full access to all of the 2015 bonus content, on-demand video access to every bonus show, plus access to the entire bonus show anthology at over 25% savings. It's the most bang for your TMOS entertainment buck. All the info is waiting for you at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Just click the banner marked TMOS bonus packages, you bonehead. They make a great gift, even as a gift for yourself. The best kind of gift ever. The Mike O'Mara Show bonus packages. So get them and get ready to laugh all year long. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Mack Weldon. Men's underwear has been basically the same for a half a century, but now it's time to change your underwear. And hello, everyone. I'm Mike O'Mara, and I'm going to help you change it. The guys at MackWeldon.com have revolutionized men's underwear. Try it. It's like no other underwear in the world. How do you know, you ask? I'll tell you. Why? Because I want to. Shut up. I'm doing the commercial. You stop it. Anyway, the underwear from Mack Weldon, you'll know it when you try it on. Try one of their undershirts.
Yes.
You'll feel it. Try their underwear, their boxer briefs. You'll know it. Try their boxers. You'll know it. Try their socks. They'll know it. Their socks have this extra padding on their dress socks that makes me so very happy.
You're a sock junkie. You're
yes,
a sock junkie, and you love these socks.
Can I give one piece of advice to Mack Weldon?
Yes.
Sure.
Make more. Make more of them. I want more of them. More socks, please. They're seamless cushion footbeds, super comfy, and they stay up always. They really do. MackWeldon.com has great multi-packs and starter kits as well. Order today and give them a try. If you're not impressed, Mack Weldon will send you another size or a refund, and they will let you keep the pair you tried on. Forget crowded department stores and waiting for special sales. Just visit MackWeldon.com. Buy more, save more. Remember that name, MackWeldon.com. That is Mack Weldon, and we thank them for their business. A wonderful new company on the Mike O'Mara Show.
News.
Boo. A nation, a workplace, an ethnicity, a passion, an outsized personality. The people who comprise these things, who fawn or rail against them, are behind Merriam-Webster's 2014 Word of the Year.
I love when they do this.
And that word is?
Yes?
Culture. I've
Culture.
used it. I've overused the word culture.
Really?
Yes, the culture of winning, the culture of this, the culture of that.
Activia
now I
contains
see.
active cultures.
Yes, active cultures, which I need on a daily basis. The word joins Oxford Dictionary's vape, a darling of the e-cigarette movement, and exposure, declared the year's winner because of the Ebola thing. In the number 2 spot, words of the year, nostalgia. It's a big 50th anniversary pegged to 1964
Sure.
with the Civil Rights Act, the birth of the Ford Mustang, the British invasion. Nostalgia was very big. That was followed by, here are the words, insidious, legacy,
Also good?
feminism,
Really?
and a rare word, multi-word phrase that can be looked up in total in a foreign language, and that was je ne sais quoi.
It's got a certain I don't know what.
Yes.
You know,
Je ne sais quoi, everybody. How are you? Je ne sais quoi. That Rob Ford, he has a great deal of je ne sais quoi.
you know who has a lot of je ne sais quoi is Jay-Z's wife.
Beyonce. Oh, yes. What would her name be? Hold on. I believe she has a sister as well, Rob, doesn't she?
Yes, she does, and her name is
Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Bill Cosby broke his silence amid a flood of accusations in a very brief interview with the New York Post front page. Actually, page 6. Here's the quote. Let me say this. I only expect the black media. I'm not going to read it with a Bill Cosby voice. It's too heavy. He said, let me say this. I only expect the black media to uphold the standards of excellence in journalism. And when you do that, you have to go in with a neutral mind. That's what Cosby told the publication Stacey Brown. In the interview, Cosby also addressed how his wife, Camille Cosby, has weathered the allegations. He says, love and strength of womanhood. And then he says, let me say it again, love and the strength of womanhood. And you could reverse it, the strength of womanhood and love. All right, I'm not buying it, man. You're not doing it.
Me neither.
Your little conjure speak ain't working for me anymore.
Yeah.
He declined to address the allegations, and according to the report, he's been advised not to discuss the ongoing cases with
Why
the media.
is he even
but
doing
still,
press?
Because he is an egomaniacal douche, and he has to, and it'll be his downfall. Mark my words.
I agree.
This is a terrifying thought. Mama June, and this was all over Facebook yesterday. Mama June and Sugar Bear from Here Comes Honey Boo Boo could make $1 million or more by doing porn. I included this story for only one reason. I want to see if Oscar can identify the acronym. Vivid Entertainment, one of the big smut companies of them all, has officially extended the offer since BBW is growing in popularity as a porn genre. Oscar Santana, please do tell all of our listeners what BBW is.
Big-bodied women?
Big Beautiful Women.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
way to
Pony
go.
didn't even
Oh,
hesitate.
Pony. Boy, Pony jumped right in, huh?
That's all I know.
Big Beautiful Women.
And, Mike, that goes way, way back because, if you go back 20 years, what BBW means to you and me is Bad Billy Warner.
Bad Billy Warner, yeah. This is Man Watchers Compliment Week. Big Beautiful Women. Vivid is also offering Mama June and Sugar Bear as much creative input as they would like.
You know what? He might need some creativity with that input.
Oh, man. Well, I don't think he needs any creativity. He just needs to adhere to the prime directive.
Which is?
Don't break the seal. On Friday's Ellen, Ashton Kutcher hinted pretty strongly that Charlie Sheen will return for the 2.5 Men series finale here in February. I think it was just a couple of weeks ago we were saying not a chance
But he
that's
burned
gonna
the bridge.
happen.
Yeah, well,
Again.
and when I saw that, I thought maybe Sheen was sort of playing against type to get in the press. He probably already knew he was in. So we'll see.
That's it. He told Ellen, Ashton Kutcher did, that he just got pitched the story for the finale, and he's, quote, a little terrified. they're doing a great job of hyping it, aren't they?
They really are.
Mm-hmm. Ellen tried to get him to admit Charlie's coming back, and he wouldn't, but he said, quote, if you're working on the Warner Brothers lot, if there are sirens, come save me. I don't care if they're manipulating us. It's being done well, and I like it. He added, quote, if you smell something, I wasn't smoking it. See, that's funny. Now I'm kind of curious about it because they're doing a good job hyping it. A guy in the Netherlands was proposing to his girlfriend this weekend and decided to do something way over the top. It happened in a town called, bear with me here. I'll do the very best I can.
Yes.
The town was called Egelsenstein.
Oh, north or south?
This is how the town is spelled.
Okay.
Ijsselstien.
Wow, it sounds like someone fell asleep on their keyboard.
Oh, wait, no. The town is called Garystein.
No, it's not Garystein.
It's Garystein in the Netherlands.
Hi.
Welcome to Garystein.
Hi.
Ijsselstien, Garystein, Netherlands. So he rented a crane, parked it outside his girlfriend's apartment Saturday morning, and he lifted himself up to her bedroom window.
Hi, I'm in the air.
Hi, marry me. He lifted it up to her bedroom window, but as the crane lifted him up, unfortunately, it toppled over.
Oh no.
And it fell straight onto the neighbor's roof. No one, thank God, was hurt, and the guy's girlfriend said yes. So after they talked with the cops, they headed off on a surprise trip to Paris. That's a happy ending.
Ta-da.
No, it's not the ending. As
Mike,
the crane operators
where did they
were trying, to Paris. Thank you. That's not the end of the story, Rob. As the crane operators were trying to get the crane out of the neighbor's roof using a bigger crane, it fell again.
No!
And this time it destroyed the rest of the neighbor's roof.
Oh, that's sad, right?
And it made 6 other apartments unsafe to be in. Hey, way to go. I bet they love this douche for proposing this way. There's no word on what changes or charges might be coming or whether she said yes. Well, if they went to Paris, that's cool, right?
Yeah, well,
They're like, F this, we're going to get out of town.
Exactly.
Got to go to someplace with a roof.
Christmas can be hard, boys, when you're single and surrounded by happy couples who seem to be mocking you at every turn. At least that's the way I've felt in Christmases where I've been alone.
Sure.
Well, there's one. I told the sad story about when I came down here after I separated from my lonely Christmas, and I went to the bar on Christmas Eve and sang "Oh Holy Night" on karaoke. My most pathetic Christmas ever.
I don't know. I always like Christmas in Vegas, Mike.
Oh, that's when the guy threw up on the Midway Airlines flight out of Chicago.
Also great.
Son of your days. Well, there's one restaurant that wants to fix this whole single thing. Pia Pia. That's the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, sure it is.
It is a restaurant in Tokyo, Japan, and they've announced they're banning couples from eating dinner there on Christmas Eve.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
In Japan, Christmas Eve is the main day people celebrate or just go out to eat and exchange gifts, even if they're not Christian. Then Christmas itself is a regular work day. That's just how Japan rolls, baby.
Crazy.
Anyway, the restaurant says they don't want couples making single people feel bad for eating alone or making their single staff members feel, quote, severe emotional trauma.
That's severe emotional
Japanese.
trauma.
I like that. That's a good thing. And now a little something, something. I'm not sure there's an older scam in the pervert handbook than telling women you're a model scout, but somehow it's still working, and it's working in our backyard for all of you listeners in Coralville, Iowa City.
Hey, look at that.
29-year-old Sean Boys of Iowa City, Iowa, sent an email to the University of Iowa students in January claiming he was a Victoria's Secret talent scout.
Wow.
Yeah. He told the women interested in being models to upload photos of themselves in their underwear so they could be flown to Miami for a photo shoot.
Naturally.
And 2 women actually did it. He also ran a few survey scams where he promised gift cards in exchange for filling them out. But he used the results to phish passwords and steal student accounts. So
What
it's
a
even
jerk.
worse than that.
Yeah.
Then he used a student account to post that Victoria's Secret thing to give it credibility and distance himself from it. Clearly it didn't work. He was arrested on Thursday. 2 counts of identity theft and unauthorized computer access. Why did the pictures go to the KCJJ address? We do not know. Go Hawks! Go Hawks, everybody. Way to go. We'll take a break. Come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, I'm Tony Perkins.
Hey there, I'm Gary Stein.
You
Hi.
don't really speak that high, Gary.
Okay, thank God.
Louis Anderson's on the show this week.
I know, I love Louis Anderson.
He's one of my favorite comedians of all time.
He's a great guy and he's very revealing.
Yep, he is. So join us for this week's edition of the show. You can hear it at TonyPerkinsShow.com.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Hey, I thought we were on the show this week.
No, that's the show that airs after...
Right before New Year's.
Yeah, it's the end of the year show.
Oh, so they're taping ones ahead of the. They're putting them in
Yes.
the can ahead. We had a little cameo on the Tony Perkins show. It was big fun. We
It
were
was
like
great.
rabid dogs feeding on each other. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Cameron Hughes wine is the best. They take extra wine from the best vineyards and sell this exceptional wine to you at incredible discounts. You know this. So many people have shared their Cameron Hughes stories with us. They're the best wines in the world and the best prices you've ever seen. Time is running out to get a great deal on wine before Christmas. Today, Monday, December 15th, is the last day to guarantee delivery before Christmas, so don't wait. Cameron Hughes is available nationwide, but we talked him into a deal just for our listeners because we love the wine, and we know you will too. 20% off any wine and free shipping on your order just by using the code TMOS. Remember, there's only one way to get the 20% off and a free shipping. You got to go. That's not Italian. I should just say that's free shipping.
And a free shipping
There's only
for you.
one way to get 20% off and a free shipping for you. You got to go to chwine.com and use the code TMOS. Remember, chwine.com. Click the mic and use TMOS, and boom, bam, 20% off and free shipping. It's your last day to order to guarantee Christmas delivery. That's today, your last day, so do it.
Do it.
Boom, bam, get it done. And now, without further ado, let's open up the Audio Vault for Monday. It's December 1-5. Take it away, Rob Spiewak.
Mike, I don't want to think that the stars would ever lie to me, but when it involves chicken pox, I have to wonder.
Okay.
You know, we've all heard about the hacking at Sony, right?
Yes.
All the emails are flying about. We're also hearing that this big movie that's coming out, Unbroken, is not getting universally good reviews. And it's supposed to be. It really had high pressure going in.
Yeah, I'm bummed. I'm totally bummed about that.
So this weekend on YouTube, Angelina Jolie posts a video explaining why she's not going to be doing any press for the movie this Christmas.
I just wanted to be clear and honest about why I will be missing the Unbroken events in the next few days, which is that I found out last night that I have chicken pox. So I will be home itching and missing everyone, and I can't believe it because this film means so much to me. I just can't believe it. But such is life. There it is. And send everyone my love and hope everything goes well.
I got chicken pox when I was in 7th grade, gave them to my uncle who was much older than me. I found out at that time, the older you are when you get chicken pox, the more scabs and more welts you get. She looked remarkably untouched by
So
the
you
pox.
think she's BSing Rob Spiewak?
I just think the timing is awfully convenient with all the stuff that's going down.
Yeah, with that
And
Sony
she could
scandal.
also do Skype interviews if she wanted
Sure,
to.
sure.
She could
Right.
figure they could
all
put
she
a
needs
camera in.
is a red Sharpie.
Yeah.
And, call her Dottie. But
I'm just thinking about when Oscar does his Iowa football player thing and Angelina Jolie and her chicken pox, and when she's got chicken pox on that ass.
You could.
But Mike, I'm sure that she's telling the truth, and we wish her a speedy recovery.
I'm going to still see that movie. Simply, one, Mike's hyped it up enough for us.
Absolutely.
And the story
Yeah,
seems remarkable.
and I gotta go. I'll go back into the review sites and see. It only had 20 reviews, and it was mixed. So I'm not sure what the very latest is for that, but I will.
I see where Rob's going with this, though.
But you know
timing.
what? Timing, man.
Yeah.
Timing. Also bad
Strange.
timing for the state of South Dakota. They put out a PSA about driving in snow and ice. And one of the worst things you can do when you hit a patch of ice is to jerk the wheel sharp because you'll spin out, right?
Yeah, you don't do that. You want to turn slowly into the skid.
I'm not so sure that this was a well-written public service announcement.
Winter driving can be treacherous. Should your tire leave a snowy or icy road, resist the urge to jerk the steering wheel. Overcorrecting only results in chaos.
So far, so good.
Besides, nobody likes a jerker. Instead, stay the course. Slowly let off the gas and re-enter only after regaining control. Now that's proper driving. Discover more winter driving tips at don'tjerkanddrive.com.
Wow.
The PSA has been, you'll pardon the expression, pulled. Okay.
Jerk and drive. By the way, 52% for mixed reviews. So it's 52% of negative reviews. And only 21 reviews so far.
I think it's going to be a favorite among the people. You know what? Critics might not like it, but it's a great story. It's a great story.
I hope it's good because I love the book.
I hate Elf on a Shelf. I'm not a fan of Elf on a Shelf, which is sort of a thing that's going around with. Are you familiar with it, Oscar?
I'm familiar simply because it's everywhere.
Yeah, and you put an elf on your shelf, and the kids have to be good because the elf is watching, right?
You know what I like on a shelf?
What's that?
That ass.
You know what I like on a shelf? Mike's brand new television.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if you any of you still watch the show Shark Tank, where people present ideas. It's a fun show to watch. Some guy who is a member of the tribe has something to counter Elf on a Shelf.
Now, Sharks, think about the holiday season. The smell of Christmas trees is in the air. You hear jingle bells playing on the radio. And you're literally counting down the days until Santa comes to your house. It sounds wonderful, doesn't it? And it is. Unless you're Jewish. Christmas time is the hardest time to be a Jewish child. But just because our religion is over 5,000 years old doesn't mean that we can't add some more Funneka to Hanukkah. Introducing the Mensch on a Bench. It's a new Jewish family tradition designed to bring more fun and more memories to your household.
It's already on shelves. The Mensch on a bench. Don't you love it?
That is funny. It's
I
witty.
think it's great. Now,
Good
as we
for
keep
him.
going with Christmas stuff, great PSA for Toys for Tots, which is a great organization. But before he got a chance to promote it, we got to watch Shaquille O'Neal baking with an easy bake oven. You ever wonder what that must sound like?
I love Shaquille
Sounds a little
O'Neal.
something like this.
I am the world's most sexiest man, Shaquille O'Neal, here to share with you holiday recipes that you can make with the Easy Bake Oven. First up is one of my favorite recipes, bread pudding. You want to take 4 pieces of white bread, right here. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't miss it like a free throw. That's 3.
Now pause for a second because I need to paint the mental picture. Keep in mind, the Easy Bake Oven is so small, it bakes with a light bulb.
Does it fit into his hand?
It looks like, for him, it could be a brooch. It looks like something he could wear on his coat.
4, you want to take 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. So you take that and you put, oh, that's a little too much. 4 teaspoons of sugar. Fill it halfway with milk, like you do when you eat a little bit of cereal right there. Stir it up homeboy style. Any music you want. Just pour it in there like that. You put it right here on this side. You slide it in. And you use the thingamajiggy so you don't burn it.
When he uses the little Easy Bake Oven stick, it looks like he's holding a toothpick. But anyway, that's Shaq for Toys for Tots. If you have a chance to donate, Toys for Tots, a great organization. And Mike, finally, a strip club for Christmas.
A strip club in New York City has a Christmas-themed window display. Can you believe that? A strip club in New York has a Christmas-themed window display, yeah. It's the only place you can see Santa telling the person on his lap what he wants.
That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Hey, I want to remind you, it's that time of year. Subscribe to your 2015 TMOS bonus package. Yes, folks, you can grab all of next year's great bonus content right now.
When?
Yeah, full access to all right now.
Thank you.
All of the 2015 bonus content, on-demand video access to every bonus show, access to the entire anthology, at over 25% savings. It's the most bang for your TMOS entertainment buck, everybody. Just click the banner marked TMOS bonus packages. They make a great gift, even as a gift for yourself. The TMOS bonus packages. Go get them and get ready to laugh all year long. For Oscar Santana and Rob Spiewak, Michael Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Please remember to check out Encore Insurance Services, LLC. Since they compare the rates for you, they do all the work, and all you have to do is save the money. Just visit smartterm.com or call 866-347-5748. Again, that's 866-347-5748 or smartterm.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.